Welcome back, folks. It is the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. It is episode 67. We're in the Club World Cup knockout phase. Well, not knockout phase yet. Groups phase first. We've got 3 games to go through today. 3 very, very big games. And one of them is Bayern Munich. Let's get into the action. Before we do, though, hit subscribe, get notified, tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters. Run that intro! Well, guys, we're back for the FIFA Club World Cup. Of course, being drafted into this. We've got 3 games today in the FIFA Club World Cup. We're taking on all the way from, let me show you, yeah, all the way from Colombia. We're taking on Club Deportivo Popular Junior. Key player, Emilio Munez. Looks like he could be a decent player. Looks like a decent little striker. It is someone I have scouted. Didn't really fit into what my plans were, so I didn't really make more of him. He is very cheap, though. At 20 years old, not a bad little boy. Could become better. We're also then taking on LAFC with their key man in Travis Clark. I haven't scouted him, but he does look like he could be quite a decent little player. And then lastly, taking on FC Bayern Munich. Of course, Frisander, their key man, who I have scouted, probably one of the best fullbacks in the game, in this universe at least, at the moment. He is really, really good. Another player that they do have that I am quite keen on signing, albeit a little bit out of my price range, is Vinko Modric here. He just looks like a super striker. And the fact that they've only played him 3 times this season is actually an outrage. Because he is so good, so much better than Wilfried Gonto, I think, as a striker. I don't even see the comparison between the two. I don't even know how you can't play Modric over him, but he is so good to the point where he is listed for loan. So maybe next season, bring him on as a loan. I kind of want to play him as a right winger, inside forward rather. And I'll tell you why in a bit. That's probably the position I'll probably take him in. But those are the 3 games we're playing, all at neutral grounds. And the reason why I'm looking at Modric is Almeida is currently wanted by Liverpool. They want him as cover for their team, which is an interesting one. He is valued at 38 to 42 million. I'm hoping to get at least 60 to 70 for him. That could be an option. If he does go, Modric will be the natural replacement for him in that right wing place. I am looking for another right wing. We do have Tarekos who can play there, and Emiga, who have proven to be quite useful as an attacking midfield. Emiga is scoring 11 and 7, but he is 30 years old, and I might look to try and cash in on him this season as still being quite a good player. Other players in the team that I have maybe considered if a right offer comes in, Victor Eletu. Very good player, very good register. He is valued at 51 million. If the Saudi team, Al Hilali, want him, I will sell him for 51 million. That is a no-brainer. Another player who I'm probably willing to let go is Raul Perez, valued at 40 million. If Leicester wants to make an offer, or Everton, by all means, they can make an offer. I don't think they've got the funds to make that offer. And Cho Du-yong, also a player that I might be looking on selling off through for about 10 million if I can get for him. That's 7.76, yeah, around that area. I wouldn't mind selling him. And then one player that I definitely want to get rid of is Varela. And Al Nasser are very interested in making an offer until the transfer window opens. That could be an easy 22 million in the back pocket. Another player that I've thought of possibly selling if the right offer comes in is Marcio, currently valued at 30 million. I kind of want about 40 to 50 for him. Nunez is a really good replacement. I do have one in there, and he is probably Marcio slightly better than Nunez, but I don't think Nunez is that bad. With 3 goals, 4 assists, and 721, when you compare him to Marcio, 3 goals, 3 assists, 711. They both played quite a lot of football. Both are really good in their own right. Anyway, that's some of the transfer stuff. We're not talking about that. We've got a lot of football to get to. Taking on Popular Junior from Colombia. Diaz in goal, Marcio on the right, Orestes, Julio Cesar, and Barco make up the defense. Duath and Victor will take in the midfield. Almeida, Domini, Lucas Mash, and Figueira all up front. You can notice I've switched back to this tactic mainly because it's just Domini's decided he wants to stay. He's no longer unhappy, and I don't need to replace the attacking midfielder position, which allows me then to not play with two strikers and play the system that basically won us the league. And that is what we're doing. That is what we're going for. Let's go to the game. Of course, neutral ground. I think we're playing in Korea, or is it Japan? Actually, where is it? Ichikon Mohak Stadium. Korea. South Korea. There we go. That's where it was. Let's go to the game. Of course, cup competition's always great, especially with my goal of getting onto the Hall of Fame, worldwide Hall of Fame. These are tournaments that you need to win. Barco cuts inside. Tarek, Domini, easy little cut in. I was explaining my pursuit for this championship. And yeah, I'd like to do quite well in the Club World Cup. Ideally, if we could win it, that would be absolutely fantastic. It's another trophy, another more points to add to get to that Hall of Fame list. Domini, easy little pickup. 5 minutes in, we're 1-0 up. Exactly one. These are the first two games are the ones that we really, really need to win to progress. Of course, Bayern going to be the lot more challenging game, I think. Marcio now cuts inside. He tips in over, and that's another goal. That's Lucas Mash. That is 13. Of course, Mash just scored his first 2 goals for Czechia during the international breaks. But a good little pass here from Duath to pick up Marcio in a good bit of space. Simple little tap-in header from Mash past Lopez's goal. 7 minutes in, 2-0 up. And looks like we're just cruising at the moment. And that's exactly the sort of situation that we need to be in. Of course, top team goes through in this one. Second place goes to a knockout round against other teams. I think that's how it works, at least. Mash goes over the top. Well, no, both teams go out to the knockout phase. Top 2 go to knockout phase. That's what it was, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, if we win these 2 games, we're guaranteed to go through. It's very unlikely anyone else will go through with, well, other than Bayern, of course. But yeah, these are 2 very big, important games. Everybody's just going down in the box. Barco finds the ball at the back of the box, cuts inside to Mash. Mash looking for options. Almeida's header goes well over the top there. Should have maybe kept that down, Almeida. That was a good opportunity to go 3-0 up before 20 minutes, but we still have the chance now with Gunnar Duath trying to find Mash. Defender picked that up nicely. Julio Cesar on a yellow does make me a little bit nervy, especially now with them having the ball deep in our half. Cortez picking up Jesus. He can't find an option. Back now with the recycled ball. Jesus Diaz looking for options. Gives it away to Mash. Mash now running down with his platinum blonde hair, even though he's bald in the images. Domini cuts inside. Figueira. It's just over the top there from Lopez's goals. Figueira is definitely someone we're going to look to try and hold on to next season. PSG are interested in the young Portuguese international, but I'm very reluctant to sell him unless they give me an offer about 100 million, and that'll give me enough money to replace him with a decent striker. That'll probably be the only option if I do sell him. Barco, we do have Lisboa on the bench who could potentially step up into that position, but I just don't. He hasn't developed as well as I'd hoped he had developed with the little game time he has received. So he might be someone we look to send on loan next season. Mash cutting inside. Beautifully done. That's 3. That's 2 for Mash. 3 for Porto. 33 minutes in. We're cruising. And the first half here, nothing to worry about. Just routine football from us. Barco picked up Mash. Cuts inside. Almost lost it there. Brought in there. Question marks over the goalkeeping there, not covering his far post a little bit better. Defenders kind of backed off him a little bit as well. Of course, the other game, Bayern and LAFC are taking a little bit later on. And Domini now with the corner, can't pass Cortez. Jesus looking for options on the breakaway now. He's got a lot of options. Goes all the way back to Cortez, and our players have got him back into sort of position. The highlight is still running from the corner, by the way. It hasn't ended. They're now trying to push forward, building through the midfield. A beautifully little play there from the Colombian team. Jesus Diaz took the shot out. Diaz managed to push it onto the bar. And we got a little bit lucky there. That could have been a lifeline for Junior to come back into this game. That was close. That was not something I like seeing, I guess. The fact that we got opened up so easily as well was a bit concerning. Diaz finding Marcio. Marcio down the wing, looking for, I think that was a cross. I'm not sure what that was from Marcio. If it was a cross, it was a poor cross. If it was a shot, even a worse shot. But we do have possession again with Figueira picking up Almeida into the middle. This time Lopez makes the save, concedes the corner. But it's the first time we've actually seen Lopez make a proper decent save, isn't it? Domini looking for Orestes, can't pick him up. Almeida trying to cut inside. It gets another corner. Can we beat the first man this time? That is the bigger question. We can beat the first man. Domini tries to beat him. This time he can, but the second man gets the ball. Victor looking for options here. Victor Aletu picks up Duath in the back post, and that's the end of the highlight. We do have another corner, though. Domini stepping up. Can't clear the first man again. That is something I need to look at. Maybe Domini isn't our best corner kick taker. Almeida shot blocked. Here's another corner. This time Mash can try his luck from the other side. Mash finding Orestes. No, he can't. And Porto's chance has been foiled. And Marcio, that was a big lunge from the right back there on the left-hand side. I don't like that. The fact he's on a yellow as well. I think he needs to calm down just a tad. Barco. Eletu. Finding Julio Cesar. Duath picking Almeida. He's got Figueira through. Figueira with the shot. What a finish. Absolutely golden. If that's going to count, that is brilliant. I'm not sure. I didn't see the linesman or anything. It is not going to count. But that was a hell of a finish from Figueira. Look at this again. This was brilliant. Just offside. Chested and then just volleyed before he even touched the ground. That would have been a spectacular finish. Really would have. I'm happy with the team. I'm not making any swaps at half time. I don't think it's necessary just yet. The two defenders on yellow cards does worry me slightly. It really does. But we seem to be okay. We've steadied sort of the ship. I don't think we need to press any much more harder than we currently are. Like I said, we are 3-0 up. Make some swaps now just to give some players some rests. Almeida not having the best of games. We'll bring on Terekos on the right-hand side. Elsewhere says on a yellow. We'll bring on Cho Du-Yong for that one. Aletu not having the best of games either. Mateus Moya can come on there. Elsewhere, I don't think we need to make any other swaps for now. We just scored a goal while I was doing subs. Did Mash just score his hat-trick? He just scored his own. I think he's offside, though. I missed the goal, guys. I have this habit of not pausing when I make swaps. Mash coming inside. Let's take a look here. Cuts inside beautifully. Took a deflection. Almeida gets the rebound. Brings it back to Mash in clear space. And that's 4-0. Mash with the hat-trick. Done and dusted. We don't need to look at the title side. Yeah, let's make the swaps anyway. We're going to make the swaps anyway. And looking good. Looking good. In fact, I'm going to make another swap right now. I have paused the game. Figueira can come off. He's having a good game, but we're getting on Lisboa a little bit of a run. Domini as well. We'll bring on Guilherme just to give him a run, give him a bit of a rest. Barco, we don't have any more swaps. I've done 5. Whoops. I'm going to give Barco a bit of a rest as well. But yeah, just to freshen up some players, keep them fit. We've got LAFC in just a few days' time. I think it's 3 days away, so trying to rest as many players as possible. Terekos with the direct free kick hits the wall. Doesn't even make it over. Guilherme, Barco trying to just launch it in like that. That could have easily been number 5 for us. But yeah, I think this game is pretty much done and dusted for us. I don't think we're going to get much more highlights. Maybe another goal with Marcio. Moya. Marcio, acres of space for Marcio to pick out his man. Mash going for a 4th goal. They've changed their goalkeeper. The keeper got injured, Carlos Lopez. Oh, okay, in the 82nd minute. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. Colon had to come in there. We've got a free kick deep in the middle of the half, rather. Terekos looking for options. Cuts inside. Back to Mash. Back to Terekos. Terekos trying to get onto the score sheet. Has to try and do something. Can't get in. And they're going to try and build from the back now with Galtan to sell this. Pana. Back to Galtan. Trying to build up something. They've given the ball away. Gamera looking for options now. Picks up Bruno Diaz. Picks up Terekos. Marcio is cut inside. Marcio looking for options. Can't find the shot. Been pushed all the way back to the corner post. Terekos gave him the option though. Bruno Diaz. What a save by Colon there. That was a great little save to deny the 5th goal. And Colon maybe making a shot that he should have been first team goalkeeper for this game. An amazing little save. Something that Lopez didn't do through most of the game. But that's how it ended. 39 shots, 17 on target. Absolutely dominated this game. Lucas Mash, 3 goals. Domini picked up a goal as well. Absolutely fantastic. We've got LAFC coming up. Another must win for us, I think. We beat LAFC. We're probably going to progress to the next round. We'll come back in 3 days for the LAFC game. Okay, guys, we're back for the LAFC game. I am going to play the same team. Nothing has changed. Just something I want to talk about. You can see here, Barco Tottenham have made a bid for 25 million for Barco. Chelsea, Liverpool are also interested. Al Ahly are also interested, but they are going to wait until the transfer market opens to make the bid. Tottenham's initial offer was 11, and I was like, you know what? I'll take 25 for Barco. He is a very, very good player. He is 28 years old, though, so developing probably won't happen much more. Fantastic little player. 13 goals, 13 assists from left back, 737. Probably our best player this season. But in terms of just where he plays, like 25 million is just a lot of money. It's a lot of money that's going to help the squad in future. I feel like we can get better left backs, or at least guys that can step up. The likes of Raul Perez isn't as good, I guess, as Barco in terms of the attacking quality that he has. But in terms of defending, he is just a little bit, perhaps a little bit, you know, better. I like the determination of 20 in Perez. That's something I do really, really like. Other options that I do have is Paulo Matos, who, let's face it, is probably never going to be first team option anyway. But with that being said, that is for another day. We're going to take on LAFC. They lost 4-2 to Bayern Munich in their first game. We won 4-0 in our game. We win this. We pretty much guarantee that we go through to the next round. All right, we're about 5 minutes into the game. There is a highlight for us. Of course, playing in South Korea, neutral ground, as it were. Barco on the left-hand side could potentially be one of his last games for the club. Doesn't matter, though, because Figueira and Mash are there. And that was a huge little assist from Mash. I think that's onside. I think that's going to count. I think that is the first goal of the game. 5 minutes in, Barco did a nice little pass out to Mash, picked him up nicely. Mash went in there, beautiful little pinpoint cross to Figueira. Ramon Jr. couldn't get to that, or Ramon Jr. I don't know if it's Jr. Not written like Jr. as it would. But what a time from Figueira. Timing of that run was absolutely fantastic. Which does mean now we go top of the table. Of course, Bayern play a little bit later against the Athletic. I expect them to beat Junior. You really should think they should be beating Junior. And I think the final game against us will be determine who goes top of the table. Almeida cross in there. Domini picks up another goal. That's his 14th of the season. Absolutely fantastic. Almeida with the assist this time. Both my wingers getting assists. My striker and my attacking midfielder both getting a goal. Figueira started this all up to Almeida. Good little play in from Almeida. I thought he might cut in, but he decided to go for the cross instead. Domini was there for the tap in. It's 2-0 within 10 minutes. We're running rampant. Of course, like I said, LAFC lost 4-2 in their first game. And now they're losing 2-0 in this one. Auckland City, by the way, I just saw them. They're currently losing 6-0. They lost 10-0 to Benfica in their first game. LAFC just conceded a third. Mash with the goal. There is going to be questions over that one was offside. I don't think that was offside either, guys. No, it was. Okay, it was offside. I think that was close, though. I really thought he was being played onside. I mean, I think Figueroa was more offside than Mash, but he was in front of the goalkeeper. We'll give him that. We'll give him that. Corner now, Domini. I'm trusting him one more time with these corners. Finding Orestes. Can't find Orestes. Almeida. Domini. Cuts inside. Hits the crossbar. Or the upright, rather. Not the crossbar. And that is played out. We have just been literally all over LAFC. They haven't had a single shot this game yet. In fact, they've only had 37% possession. We've got another free kick. Domini coming down to the back post, looking for Duath. Finds Duath nicely, bouncing around there. Valentin Barco picks up the goal. Was he offside? So difficult to tell in those situations. He's not offside. Barco does pick up the goal. That's his 14th of the season. Duath from the back post, picking up. I feel like Barco was kind of offside, to be honest, but we'll take it. We'll take that goal. It's 3-0. It's 30 minutes. There's a kick. There's another highlight. There's a goal kick. Almeida. We're flying high, guys. We've got in good momentum, which is exactly what we want. Marcio. Running down the wing. Can't find some options. Goes back to Orestes. Victor. Picking up. Given away, rather. Alvaro gives it back, though. Victor wins it back. Julio Cesar this time finding Barco. This is Mash trying to bring in Dominic. Couldn't get past Aguilera. Ramon JR gives the ball away to Almeida in a dangerous position. Almeida on a yellow card beats his man easily. Mash looking at the front, in the middle of the bar rather, and just heads it over. Of course, we've got to keep an eye out on Marcio and Julio Cesar. If they pick up yellow cards, they are suspended for the Bayern game. And you know what? To be honest, I'd rather have them be suspended for the Bayern game than any other games going forward. Especially if we win this game, then that just means we go first or second. Of course, ideally we want to go first. We want to keep the momentum going. But I'd rather them be suspended in those games than the other ones. Almeida's picked up a yellow in this one, which means he'll have to be very careful in the Bayern game, or in this game as well, I suppose. Victor running through, cuts inside. Almeida now through, takes the shot. Diego Almeida, 17th goal of the season. It's 4-0 before halftime. We've seen this script before. We've seen this story before. Brilliant. Palacios could the tackle in, but Victor was there to pick it up. Gives the assist to Almeida. And a beautiful, look at that. 5 people in the box when that shot was taken. That's how quickly we counter. LAFC still yet to take a shot. We're 4-0 up. We're cruising, guys. We're cruising. We just got now to deal with Bayern Munich, obviously. We've got a huge goal difference over Bayern, which is great. Domini with another poor corner. About his 10th one in this video, I guess. Domini, though, makes it up with a goal. 15th of the season, 2nd of the game. 5-0 before halftime. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to make probably 4 changes at halftime just to give people a rest for that Bayern game. So a couple of changes will probably happen at halftime. We'll tack to that. We'll chat about that rather. I'm not going to even bother. It's not offside. 5-0 up against LAFC. They haven't had a single shot in this half. 32% possession is all they could muster in this. Let's make some swaps quick. Let's do some swaps just to give some guys a bit of a rest. The likes of Mash can get a rest. We'll bring on Romelu Silva. He didn't get a rest. Duath didn't get a rest last game. I'll bring on Varela for him. Julio Cesar can... You know what? Orestes can get a rest on this one. Chong De Jong come on there. And anyone else with the rest? We'll give Marcio a rest. We'll bring on Nunes. I'll still have one more sub if need be, which is good. A couple of guys just taking them off there, resting them up. We don't need to overcommit now. We are fine. This is probably going to be how the half will end. Maybe another goal or two if it's in our cards. Kind of don't want to concede because, I mean, 2 clean sheets in this tournament would be absolutely fantastic. Barco looking for Figueroa. Been a little bit off form lately, Figueroa. Well, that being said, he has scored a goal in this game, I guess. So, yeah, he tends to do that. He plays very well in a game, and disappears in parts of the game and then comes back even brighter and stronger. Another good save from Ramon there on Almeida. And here comes Almeida now with the corner. Goes to the back post. Chong Du-Yong can't get the header in. Of course, he has scored a goal this season. He was the last of the outfield players who have played a game to score a goal. Matos, the only other player that hasn't scored a goal because he hasn't played a single game this season. Buke gets the goal there. That was poor goalkeeping. Diaz should have done so much better there. Talked about the clean sheet. I think I cursed it. Good little cross into the back post there. Diaz should have done so much better. Maybe at least make a proper 10. Nunes beaten in the air outright. So that was not great from Nunes. We've got another corner. Domini goes to the back post. Cho Du-Yong looking for the header, which goes just over the top. That was, incidentally, by the way, LAFC's first shot on target in the game. I think it was their first shot overall. Yeah, it was. We've got another corner now. Domini going to the near post. Can't beat his man again. We need to find a better corner kick taker on that right-hand side. We really, really need to do. Domini's just not good, is he? Just questions need to be answered over his corner abilities. Everything else in his game is absolutely perfect, but set piecing, not so great. Varela with a long-range effort. You don't see Varela doing that often, but when he does, that looks something spectacular. If that had gone in, that would have been absolutely fantastic. Almeida going to the back post again this time. Ramon this time reads it well, picks the loose ball, gets the counter-attack with Clark, but Barco wins it back beautifully. Cho Du-Yong with the opportunity to rebuild from the back. Him and Barco just playing around. Victor going forward. Silva back to Barco. He's going to go back to Cho Du-Yong. Some nice little crisp passing. Some good football here. Julio Cesar looking for options. Has got Nunes. Decides to go back to Diaz. Back to Cho Du-Yong. Good ball through to Victor. He's got some space now. Finding Barco. Back to Victor. Look how they run when they pass. Victor takes the shot. Maybe a bit selfishly. I suppose when you're 5-1 up, you can take those opportunities and not be heavily criticized. You know what I mean? Like, you have that opportunity to do it when you are 5-1 up, and the manager probably won't be upset too much about that effort. The second half has come and gone. Not much more action. We did manage to pull one goal in, and as well as having LAFC score a goal as well. It ends 5-1. In fact, we didn't score in the second half. Dominic scored in the 45th plus 1 minute. I thought it was just the start of the second half. But anyway, 5-1. We've beaten LAFC. We've got Bayern Munich. We are through in the next round. Obviously, depending if Bayern beat Junior. If they do, then obviously, if Junior beats Bayern, then we're not through. But we will just keep an eye out on that one. Of course, technically, we should be through. We've got a huge goal difference as well. So unless we lose 8-0 against Bayern, there we go. We're through. We're through to the next round. We're going to do the Bayern game anyway as well. Just be a fun game to watch. So we'll come back for the Bayern Munich game. Right, guys, we're back for the Bayern Munich game. It all depends on this one, who we play in the next round, because if we qualify first, we take on Real Madrid. If we qualify second, we take on Benfica. That is how it goes. Of course, Real Madrid sneaked in, by the way. They ended up beating Auckland 10-0, which helped their goal difference on -2. Seattle only lost 2-1. You can see there to Benfica. So, I mean, if they had gone 8-0, they probably would have been knocked out. They needed 10 goals, which is fantastic. Same team, no changes, nothing else changing. Same exact team that's going to start. The last two games will start this game against Bayern. Guys, 15 minutes into the half. We haven't had a single highlight until now. FC Bayern with the ball. Sailwald picking up a Sprilla. Victor picks up that ball. Ideally, I feel like Benfica would be an easier game, but considering Real Madrid's form, I mean, they struggled to make through. Maybe a Real Madrid game in the next half wouldn't be the end of the world. Certainly a much tougher game than Benfica, I think. We have beaten Benfica in the past. At least we know that. But Mash now coming through onto the attack. Figueira turns around. I don't think that's going to count. I think that might be offside. course, a draw here does mean we go first either way. It's been awarded. Okay, I thought that was offside. I thought Figueroa was well offside there, but okay. Well, we're 1-0 up, 16 or 17 minutes in. Mash gets an assist, I guess. It bounced off Domini in the back. That's why I thought he was offside, when he bounced off the Domini's leg. I really thought, interesting. Okay, well, we scored a goal. We're 1-0 up, 18 minutes in. Looks like we're taking on Real Madrid in the next round as things stand. Unless Bayern can score 2 goals and things pop around. Although even if, it's one of those, like, I don't know. Am I being a bit preemptive? Oh, here we go. We just scored a second. Alphonso Davies with the own goal. I feel like that should have been Duath's goal. I think it was going on target. I think it was more of a deflection. But yeah, we 2-0 up against Bayern. I think this game is pretty much done already. It was going a little bit wide. Davies can get the own goal there past Ernst's goal. I want to say that they're playing a bit of a rotated squad. They're really not that much rotated. Bayern Munich. Mash with the corner now. Goes to the near post looking for Restus. This time finds his man. Heads it just over the top. I did have a look at Domini, or our right-hand side corner. Domini's our best corner kick taker from the right-hand side. So maybe if we bring in somebody in the summer, we can find a replacement for them. Team is doing well. Not going to make any swaps now at halftime. Of course, we've got to think about now. We are going to take on Real Madrid. At least I think it's C and D face each other. I don't see it being any different. I don't understand why, because A and B should be C and D, E and F, G and H. I think that's how it works. Right? Should be. Should be at least. Anyway, 60 minutes in. Nothing happened in the second half. Going to bring on some subs just to rest some players up. Almeida looking a little bit tired out there. Not playing well. Terekos can come in. Domini as well. We'll bring on Gilmere. Duath, give him a little bit of a rest. We'll bring on Varela. Elsewhere, Aletti looking a little bit tired. We'll bring on Moya for him. Just those 4 subs for now. Just to give some players some rest. Of course, the games are coming thick and fast in this one. So we need to do as much rotation as possible. There is another highlight now with Barco. It could potentially be his last game in Porto colours, of course. Tottenham with a £25 million offer for Barco. Figueroa with the header, heads it straight down into the ground. That is goal number 3 there. Peeling for offside. I don't think that one was offside. I think that was a goal. I think that is going to count. Players are raising their fists. Highlight has started. Barco with another assist. And, well, it's actually Moya with the assist with this one. But you got to think now, am I making a mistake in selling Barco for 25 million? I feel like at 28 years old, maybe we can get a bit more for him. I have offered him out at 30, and it seems like no one is interested. I am hoping that he delays the Tottenham negotiations until the transfer market opens for the Saudi teams, and then the Saudi teams can start making offers for him. We can try and boost that value up from 25 to about 35, 40 even, which, I mean, would be a remarkable... Listen, 25 for him is still a very good offer. One that I am willing to take. He is replaceable. Gilmere had an opportunity there to try and secure his place for next season as the backup attacking midfielder. He is one of those players that are pretty much probably going to go. I don't think he has much of a future in that position. It is the position I'm looking at bringing in someone. Van Urum finds his first goal of the season. I think he was offside, actually, to be completely honest. Referee's checking it. Players look despondent. It is offside. We still a clean sheet in this game. It was a good pass from Ziga initially, but yeah, you can see... Oh, I mean, that was close, wasn't it? That was super close. We've got 10 minutes left of the half. We're winning, and it looks like we're taking on Real Madrid in the next round of the Club World Cup. Ernst with the... We're going to have one more highlight before halftime, I guess. Just to, you know, give Bayern some hope, I guess. Or let us score a 4th goal, and then we keep up an average of scoring at least 4 goals in every game. But now they're coming through. Garovic takes the strike right over the top of Diaz's goal. Doesn't look good, does it? All right, that's, I think, how the game is going to And it is going to end with Bayern Munich losing 3-0 to us, which does mean we're taking on Real Madrid in the next round of the Club World Cup. And of course, we're going to come back for that video. Of course, as you can see, the games are thick and fast. Look at that. Just 3 days later, we're taking on Real Madrid in the second round of the tournament. We're coming back for that video, guys. 3 huge victories, beat Junior, beat LAFC, and beat Bayern Munich. Is there anybody that can stop Porto right now? Let me know in the comments down below if you think anybody can do it. Next episode, we've got Real Madrid, ladies and gents, in the knockout phase. In the round of 16, Real Madrid is coming up. It's going to be a tough game. Stay tuned for that. Tomorrow's episode coming soon. Hit the like button, get subscribed, tell your parents, grandparents, and lovers and haters. Leave a comment down below if you think Real Madrid can beat us next season. And while we're at it, we're transfer special, probably in between. Who knows? Let me know if you think we should sign anybody for the squad. Your boy, the Vuvuzela, is out of here. Peace and chicken grease.